Parking a car in New York City is hard enough, but if you're a bus driver in Hell's Kitchen, forget about it. Over 7,000 buses a day enter Manhattan through this Westside neighborhood. These include commuter buses from New Jersey, charter tourist buses, and the ever-growing long-distance discount buses. The problem? There are not enough parking spaces for all of them. Residents of Hell's Kitchen say they bear the burden. Christine Berthet is co-founder of the Clinton Hell's Kitchen Coalition for Pedestrian Safety.
So we are really completely at overcapacity, and you can see that in the street because it overflows in the street every day.
She believes the neighborhood is in dire need of a solution, primarily a bus garage. No bus drivers would talk to us, but even residents know the lack of legal parking forces drivers to unfavorable alternatives. Some buses idle and generate pollution despite facing steep fines. Others circle the neighborhood or park illegally on residential side streets. By not cutting their engines, buses contribute to the already poor air quality of this high-traffic neighborhood, say advocates.
The air is very bad. The health of the people are suffering, but they don't make the connection with, the buses and the idling and the garage and all those things. I mean, it's very hard to make the connection. And only the people who have asthma or children understand that very clearly. The other people say, well, a bus garage is not sexy and I don't want that in my backyard. At the same time, they are being, really intoxicated by the terrible fumes.
Without a proper bus garage, buses are forced to do side street pickups. Residents say this leads to overcrowding on the sidewalks.
Some of the smaller tour buses stop and they load people, and you have crowds waiting to get on their bus there, so it's become a loading point. That is a bit difficult.
Some say the buses aren't a problem.
The tour buses in Hell's Kitchen don't really bother me. I've worked here for about 6 months, and I don't see them too much. I park on 10th and 11th Avenue, and they don't really affect me. They haven't, stopped me from getting any parking spots or anything, so I got no problem with them.
The short-term solution is to find parking spaces away from residentially and commercially zoned areas. So far, the Department of Transportation has approved 43 new spots in front of industrial buildings west of 11th Avenue. When asked when and where more spaces will be available, the department declined to comment. Yet helpful as they are, these spaces are only temporary. Once the areas are rezoned for residential or commercial use, the spaces are gone, and the buses and the neighborhood will be back to square one. Jane Teeling, Hell's Kitchen.